Yo, 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 Money League motherfuckers. It's your beastly commissioner here to give you your weekly video fix. It's a Friday night special. I made y'all wait an extra day just to get the buzz growing. I like the text messages, people begging to be in certain segments. I do what I want to do though. Just want to kick things off. Injuries have been a motherfucker this year so far. It's already we're heading into week 4 and there's already a boatload of injuries. It seems like it's hitting like the same 3 teams, Igor, Clinton, JJ, but what can you do? Everybody else is getting questionable left and right. Anyways, week 3, good week for some, bad week for me, bad week for other people. I was 4-2 in my picks after a 1-5 start in week 1, week 2 5-1, week 3 4-2. Let's keep that trend going. And I was spot the motherfucking on about the blowout of the week. Clinton, you got blown away. So congrats. Shaw, Shmoo for beating me, you prick. The Forge, Chad, Joey, and Kuba. And Joey, how the fuck are you 2-1? Your team is miserable. Breezing, that's it. That's all I can think of. Anyways, on to the first segment. Marry, fuck, kill. Oh, before I get going, I'm going to try and speed up through some of this stuff because it's pizza night at the commissioner's house, and I got to get cracking on making the pizza, and I have a special guest for the last 2 segments. I think it's going to be a real treat for everybody. So, on to the marry, fuck, kill. What team do I want to marry? I'm going to marry the Forge's team right now. Fitzpatrick seems to be the real deal. McCoy, Thomas looking good. You got Steven Jackson coming off of injuries. Wide receivers a little shaky, but I think your team is pretty solid right now all the way through. I'm going to fuck Mikey's team, even though he lost last week. He's got a pretty hot team. He's got 2 really beastly wide receivers. Forte's been blowing up. And, you just need that number 2 running back to come through solid. And you got Jason Witten. So I'm going to say your team's looking really sexy. I'm going to give you a little bit of respect before I play you this week and dominate you. So Mikey's team I'll fuck, and I got to kill Igor. I'm sorry, Igor. I kept you out of it the first 3 weeks. You haven't even broke 950 points yet this year. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to kill your team. Hopefully it picks it up. I mean, Gore looks like shit. CJ hopefully picks it up. I don't know. I'm going to kill your team. You're killed. Stardom Siddums. Last week, these are the stardoms I hit him on. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Freddie Jackson, Dwayne Bowe. I said to sit Nix. I said to sit Marshall. Both sucked. I only tell you the ones I won on. I don't tell you the ones that I didn't win on. This week's stardom. Well, we'll go with the sits first. I'm saying sit Vic at quarterback versus Sanford. The dude's always fucking injured. He's sucking right now. He could blow up, but I'm saying he's a risk. Running backs. Mendenhall, Frank Gore, any one of Joel's running backs. Those are my 3 sits. They're all struggling. I think they continue to struggle. Wide receivers. Macklin's got the hammy. Hammies can be problematic. And D-Jacks. The Eagles' passing game is just in shambles right now. I'm sitting them if I have a better option. Stardom. Quarterbacks. Sneaky start. We're going with Rex Grossman. I know you're not going to start him, Kuba, but this dude's going to put up some numbers against the Rams. Running backs, we're saying Starks versus Denver, especially with Grant out. And I'm also saying sneaky start with Hightower versus the Rams. The Rams are the worst against the run this year. And at wide receivers, I'm saying Reggie Wayne with Curtis Painter back. He had good chemistry with them in the preseason. He's going to have a good game this week. Then I'm also going to say Torrey Smith without Lee Evans. Joel, put him in that lineup. Plaxico fucking sucks. And Julio Jones. I think Julio Jones is going to be the big receiver for Atlanta this weekend. Those are my stardom sittums. On to the games. Game number 1. Joey 2-1 versus Joel 1-2. This is the ew game of the week because it just doesn't look like there's anything good going on for either team. I know Breeze is on your team and everything, and based on that, I'm giving the edge to Joey. But I do think a game breaker is going to be Santonio Holmes. I think they get him involved early and often against that Baltimore defense. So Santonio Holmes, the game breaker. Joel falls to 1-3. Joey up to 3-1, which is sick to know that Joey's 3-1 with that team. Game number 2. It's a rivalry game. It's Mikey 2-1 versus me 1-2. I've had the hardest schedule leading up to this point. That's why I'm 1-2, motherfuckers. And secondly, Mikey, our teams are built similarly. We both have beast wide receivers. I think mine are better. Obviously, you think yours are better. But I think the edge comes at quarterback and running back for me. They're not huge edges, but they're slight edges. And that's what's going to take you down. Downtown to motherfucking Chinatown, Mikey. Boom. I get the edge. My game breakers. I'm calling out Big Ben because last time I called out Big Ben, I got the W versus Chad, so Big Ben's my game breaker this week for me. Game number 3, Kuba versus Igor, 1-2, 0-3. Kuba, another cupcake schedule here. He's getting Igor, whose team is just in shambles. I mean, Cam Newton's got to do better than last week, same as Steve Smith, but I don't know if it's enough to win. I'm going edge Kuba here. He's got too much with Jennings, AP, and Hightower this week. Shaw, I'm going game breaker for you. Timmy Hightower versus that worst ranked run defense for the Rams this week. Game number 4, Greg DeForge, Clint Bardsley, 2-1 versus 1-2. Clint's team, although not tons of injuries, but he's hitting some injuries. Vic's been playing, but he's banged up. DeForge coming on a 2-game winning streak. Fitzpatrick's proven to be a top 5 quarterback. You got McCoy, who's proven to be a top running back, top 5 running back. So I'm giving the edge over to DeForge over there to go to 3-1. Clint to fall to 1-3. Game breaker, Reggie Wayne. Like I said before, he's a stardom this week, and he's going to be a stardom this week, no doubt about it. And now, okay. All right, yeah, the secret guys here. One second. One for the money, 2 for the road, 3 for the week, B-O-W, G-O-W, rockin' in the jailhouse rock. Ooh. Alright, Money League, it's Elvis, B-O-W, G-O-W. Got a little story to tell you about this little guy over here, walking down the street in Memphis, and of course, someone wants to poke my goddamn lens out. So I gave him a little fucking, what I'm gonna call this week, the B-O-W. It's gonna be called a beat down like a hound dog. And that's what I did to that motherfucker on the street. So who's getting beat down like a hound dog this week? The game is Shmoo, 3-0 versus JJ, 0-3, baby. Let me tell you, JJ, I can't keep you out of the BOW forever, even though you get them injuries. Your team is in motherfucking shambles. Shmoo's got too much. This thing could be a 5 to 1,000 point victory. Shmoo moves to 4-0. JJ getting blown away to smithereens in the beatdown of the Doghound game of the week. And now, we're on to a real tight GOW. This game is a matchup of 2 high-powered teams early in the season through the first 3 games. We got Shaw versus Chad. 3-0 Shaw, 2-1 Chad. Chad's fucking quarterback and wide receiver Brady and Welker averaging 1,400 points alone. Shaw's team just had some real beastly players on there. I'm saying this is going to be tight. It's like splitting hairs. I don't even know who to pick on this one, fellas. But I'm going to go with Chad. I think until the Patriots prove they're going to run the ball, which I don't know if they're going to do, I think with Hernandez out, Brady's going to throw for 400. Welker's going to catch for $150. And Chad gets the W, with the game breaker, though, being Java Best. Java Best is going to run and catch versus that Dallas defense, and that's how the games will play out. So let me just recap the games today for this week. We got Joey over Joel going up to 3-1. Me beating Mikey in a rivalry game. Kuba, well, not me, the Commissioner Brown. I'm sorry, the Elvis. You got Kuba beating Igor. DeForge over Clint. Shmoo beating down that dog, that hound dog of a Justin Jordan team. And you got Chad splitting hairs, getting the W over Shaw. Peace. I'm going to eat some motherfucking pizza.